So, guys, welcome to this live session once again. And today we are going to discuss something amazing which you need to understand in terms of improving your language forever. Well, I'm going to discuss five major issues you face, and because of which you are facing multiple issues in your life and you are not getting financial stability, you are not growing in your life, you are facing lots of challenges while interacting with people. Today I'm going to take care of all of these things. Sounds amazing? Well, let's go ahead and understand the same thing. Today I'm going to tell you something important that you need to understand, and you will be able to understand the major reasons which are stopping you from going yourself to the top level. Most of the people, they have lots of experience in their life, right? They have amazing knowledge of their own field. They are good enough in their core skills. But the thing is that I find most of the people, they're not able to identify what are the major issues they are facing which are stopping them from going ahead in their life. And that's why I want to tell you something important in today's session, that how exactly you can understand the same kind of thing. And the reason number one is you need to understand that, are you facing the issues with your poor sentence construction because of poor grammar? Well, if you are facing these issues, then you need to understand that it is highly essential that you need to take care of couple of things in your life, and it will be easier for you to understand the same kind of thing. Whenever you try to understand that why you are not able to perform better in any situation, you need to take care of your sentence construction. I have seen couple of students in my 4-week community, they were facing this kind of issue. Well, the major issue was whenever they were trying to continue their conversation with someone, it was simplified. It was easier for them to discuss for 30 to 40 seconds, or let's consider 45-50 seconds. But suddenly after that, they used to feel their mind is going blank. They are not able to find enough words. Even if there are so many words in their mind, they are not able to use the same words to make proper sentences. And when it happens at that time, it's really pathetic. It's really terrible for most of the people. They are not able to continue the conversation. Well, today I want to tell you the same kind of thing, how you can get rid of that particular part. See, our mind has ability to understand the situation on the basis of description of a specific situation. What exactly your mind did whenever you started understanding your native language? Well, you focused on understanding what exactly happening in front of you. And because of that thing, certain things repeated again and again, again and again, again and again. And what exactly happened because of that? Because of repetition in your mind registered all those things. And with that, it was easier for you to take care of the same kind of thing. And because of that specific part, what exactly happened in your life? You repeated the same set of situations in your native language, and it helped you to understand the same thing and perform better. Well, tell me one thing. You may be at any age, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. That doesn't matter. You can just understand a specific situation, and that situation is nothing but you will be in a position to understand that whatever the conversation you had in your entire life so far, 80 to 90% was always there in your native language, and hardly 10 to 20% was there in English. If you agree to the fact, type in the comment box, I agree to the fact that the conversation we do all the time in our life is, most of the time, our preferred language is our native language. Well, you must be thinking, how is it possible for us, or every single person, their mind is able to understand and make multiple sentences effortlessly when it comes to their native language? Then why many people are facing issues in their life to construct proper sentences when it comes to English language? Isn't it a $1,000,000 question? Well, yes, it is. So the fact is, you already have enough words in your mind. You need to understand and categorize them in terms of nouns, adjectives, verbs, pronouns, so that your mind will be simplified and your mind will understand how to use these different words to make proper sentences. Let me tell you one interesting task here. You can complete that task and post it in the comment box. What is that? Try to find out at least 5 useful verbs that you repeat every time in your life. Try to find out 5 adjectives, and pronouns are limited. First person I, second person you, first person plural we, second person plural you, third person he, she, it, and plural is they. We are very well aware about all of these things. There is no issue that you are not aware about these things. But the fact is, you need to understand the situation. You need to figure out the types of grammatical topics useful in that situation, and you just need to start speaking on your own. And believe me, your sentence structure will automatically will be improved, and you will be able to understand, to gain control on your English speaking skills easily. That is the major issue, and that is the solution that I'm giving you for reason number one, right? For this major issue number one. Let me know if you are able to connect with this issue, and if you are facing the same issue, you can just let me know about it in the comment box, right? Another point, if you want to go ahead in your life and if you want to become better, to get clarity for multiple topics, you can download my application for multiple free content, and you can also join the 4-week English Grammar Mastery Challenge. Well, I'm not forcing you to buy this, but I'm telling you that this is the recommendation from my end to all of you. And once you go ahead and understand this thing, you will be able to see the remarkable change the way you are thinking in English. You will automatically start getting results in your life the moment you become member of this community, because we connect 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you really want to change yourself, and if you really want to set your mindset from this level to this level to improve yourself, it will be easier for you to understand the same thing in your life. Believe me, it has changed lives of hundreds of people, and it is going to change your life also. So make sure that you check out the description box, download the application, and you can also check out the details of the 4-week English Grammar Mastery Challenge. You can go to the link and you can see exactly, I have given 10 minutes video also. You can check exactly what is the entire 4-week challenge with all the perks that I'm giving you, and you can definitely become the member of this amazing community, right? So the thing is that if you are facing issues with poor sentence construction as well as your poor grammar, don't be fearful about that, because I have already simplified these things in simple and step-by-step manner. Now, the second issue, let me now, the second issue is whenever people face issues in their life, that is nothing but their poor thought process while speaking English. Well, when it comes to your thought process, when it comes to your native language, the most important thing is you need to understand that most of the people, they are able to think properly in their native language. There is no issue in that case. But the moment they try to understand how to think in English, they face lots of issues. Many students, many people, they are not able to use dictionaries properly in their life. Well, there are two types of dictionaries I always prefer to use in my life. First, English to English. Second, English to Marathi, my native language. Why I use English to Marathi also? Because there is a specific thing that I need to understand. Earlier, I was able to speak my native language only. Earlier means I'm talking about when I was 5 to 6 years old, right? But the moment I started understanding English language, I followed a specific approach which everyone follows in their life. What is that? We start learning alphabets, we start learning these numerals, we start learning names of the fruits, names of the pet, on all those things. We start learning these words, right? Which automatically defines a specific language learning mechanism in your mind. Well, what exactly happened with your native language which made you speak fluently at the age of 5 and 6 years old? Because you were learning the sentences as per the situation. There was no issue in that case. But the moment you started learning English in your life, it was easier for you to understand that the most important thing that you need to understand here itself is you can easily take care of the most essential thing, and that is nothing but you need to frame the sentences and you need to structure your thought process as well. Well, the same thing is available for you, that you can easily define your thought process in English in terms of getting clarity of the same. How? Let me tell you the same thing. I told you about the major issue number one, that is nothing but poor sentence construction. If you understand how to construct better sentences by understanding your conversation, you will be able to understand to repeat the same thing and similar set of sentences whenever you will face the same situation again. Agree? You must be agree on this. Second thing, whenever you try to understand to read something, right? Or whenever you are typing an email or whenever you are listening to someone, what happens exactly? Your mind follows a specific chain of events. Which are those events? First thing, your mind will focus on the known words. Whatever that you are already aware about, your mind will first focus on known things. After that, your mind will start guessing the meaning. Second step, the moment you guess that meaning, your mind will directly shift to understand the second statement. Your mind will not focus on the complete statement. If it is happening with you, you can just let me know about it. That is the most important thing that you need to understand. And according to that, it is highly essential that you need to understand the same kind of thing so that you will get clarity in the same kind of way, right? So the thing is that you need to reduce your reaction time. What is the reaction time? The moment you listen to someone or the moment you read something in English, you need to understand that properly. The moment you understand it properly, then try to respond to people. I have seen so many people, they just try to respond immediately someone says something. They are not good listeners. Be proper listeners. If you focus on listening properly, it will be easier for you to understand the situation or understand the person, and you will be in a better position to respond to that particular person. This is the very important thing that you need to understand. Okay? That's why you need to work on your thought process. And ultimately, whenever you speak, let's consider that you have your daily stand-up meetings. Most of the people who are in IT industries, they have their daily stand-up meetings, right? Now they will discuss about what exactly they did yesterday, what was their responsibility, what was the task assigned to them, and what are they going to do today. So whenever you discuss about same things, so I have completed this task yesterday and the results are already uploaded in the database. I'm going to work on so and so module, and this is the client requirement that I will check, and according to that I will communicate with the client. Whatever you want to understand, if you try to take care of the same situation, right, if you understand that situation properly, believe me, you will be in a position to understand that it is highly essential to train your mindset to understand the thought process and follow accordingly. Believe me, guys, it works like magic because you are not repeating the wrong habit that you had, but you are changing your habit and you are improving your thought process. That is the beautiful part that you need to apply in your life, right? And it automatically improves your thought process. You start understanding better and you start responding to people better by focusing on that. It is not something that you will do immediately and it will go away. Not like that. It happens in such a way that you become confident and you easily impress people for the same kind of thing. That is the second major reason that you need to understand, right? Apart from this, third one that we need to discuss is nothing but the habit of translation while speaking. Well, many people, they are still in this trap of translating multiple sentences. I'll tell you a couple of things. You may have any native language, right? Whenever you have a specific native language, what exactly you do? You focus on understanding the statement in your native language. So you always believe, so the sentence is already there in my mind, but you are not able to make the same sentence in English. Okay? Now, let's try to understand this thing. So there is a statement which is already there in your native language. Now you are translating it into English. In this process, your time is consumed. So this is literally the time consuming process. You will think, you will have a thought, you will translate it in English, and then you will speak. So three-step process is there. The same thing process will be applied whenever you will understand a person or whenever you will understand the situation. Something will be there in front of you in English. You will listen to that or you will read that thing, right? That will be input to your mind. Whenever you get this input, you will again translate that and again you will understand the meaning. So it is literally the time consuming process, and it is applicable for simple sentences and not all the sentences. This is the most important thing that you need to understand, right? If you try this thing and if you are still doing the same thing, type I in the chat box. Let me know how many people are facing issues with the translation. If you are focusing on translation, then it is not good that you are following this thing. It is highly recommended and it is highly essential that you need to focus on understanding how you need to get rid of this particular thing and start understanding the most essential thing in your life, and that is nothing but understanding the most important thing of structuring your thought process in English instead of translating the sentences. Let me know your name in the chat box and I will assist you for the same kind of thing. What exactly the problem you are facing, right? That is what the most important thing that you need to understand. Translation will work for sure, but it will work in the beginning, but it is not going to work for long term, right? So be honest with yourself, find out the major reason which is preventing you from improving yourself and work on that particular thing. The solution is already there with you. You can join the 4-week course, be in the community, get my personal consultation and get clarity on the same kind of thing. Apart from that, the most important thing that you need to understand is nothing but Major issue number 4, and that is nothing but overthinking about your ability to speak. Most of the time, people think a lot about whatever it is going on. I want you to understand this thing. Don't think too much about it. If you start thinking too much, it is not going to help you. Why should you think on how you are speaking, what someone is thinking of you? It is not going to help you at all. Remember, whenever you improve yourself, the results are there with you. Let it be positive or negative, but something is there with you. You have tried something, right? If you keep thinking about people, what they will think about you, or what your boss is thinking, or what people around you are thinking about you, it is going to discourage you. It is not going to encourage you. The fact is that we should be encouraged by ourselves. Whenever you go in front of the mirror, who do you see? You see yourself. And remember all the time, today is the best version of yesterday, whatever it may be, in terms of any skill that you want to develop, or in terms of your performance, or whatever it may be. Whenever you focus on yourself to the present moment, at this particular moment, you will be able to see that there is something that you need to understand, and that is nothing but focus on yourself, right? And that is what I help, and that is what I do for my 4 week students whenever they try to improve themselves. Many students ask me, so how can we improve ourselves, how can we identify our mistakes? Well, my training framework is based on training people to get independent support on themselves. Isn't it amazing? Most of my students are able to understand how to correct themselves by finding their own errors, by finding their own mistakes. Guys, I have seen so many people, those who keep overthinking about their issues in terms of improving themselves, but they were not able to take proper action. That's why I have started this amazing program that is nothing but the English Grammar Mastery Challenge. It is easier to understand all these grammatical topics. Whatever that you were learning, it was all trash. We have been trained in our education system that we need to get good marks, right? You tried to just write your examination better, and you tried to get good marks to pass the exam, blah blah blah, so many things are there. You tried to gain that theoretical knowledge, all the theories here in your mind, but the fact is that you are not able to improve yourself, and you are not able to focus on getting clarity of the same kind of thing, right? See, everyone makes mistake, there is no doubt in that. If you are also making mistakes, that's totally fine. A mistake is a sign of trying. Believe in this thing and stop overthinking, right? Instead of overthinking, you can replace this overthinking by understanding a simple logic. What is that? Whatever you know and whatever you can, start speaking the sentences. Start understanding the same thing. If you are able to understand simple present tense, try to understand in which situations you can use simple present tense. Write down at least 5 to 10 sentences and speak accordingly. That's it. If people are looking at you, if people are laughing at you, let them laugh. Nothing is going to you, nothing is going to happen to you. What is happening with those people? It is only momentary, but the results that you will be getting will be permanent with you. And the moment you will start speaking fluently, the moment you will start getting amazing opportunities, the moment you will be promoted in your life, the same people will look at you and they will come to you and they will congratulate you. This is how the human mind works. This is how the human behavior works, right? So stop overthinking and get rid of the same kind of thing. If you had this major issue of overthinking, type it in the comment box and let me know whether the solution will work for you or not, right? Do try the solution and you will be able to understand the same kind of thing. Apart from that, let me tell you something important, and that is nothing but there is one more category of people, those who feel that they are smart enough, they are confident enough, and they are trying to understand something on their own. And because of this thing, they have a specific attitude, and that attitude is nothing but I don't need to understand anything and I know everything. Guys, if you have this kind of mindset, then please think about a specific thing. What is that thing? Whenever you are facing any kind of issues in terms of your mistakes, are you getting solution on the same thing? People always ignore. Those people have overconfidence, they always ignore their mistakes. And the moment they start ignoring their mistakes, they are not taking themselves to the upward direction, but they are dragging themselves to the downward direction. I want you to understand this thing. Most of the people, those who are at intermediate or advanced level or in between that, they always have this kind of issue. You need to understand that how you can conquer this thing, and you can go ahead and get clarity to improve yourself to the next level, right? I always share a parachute story, which is shared in my 5-day bootcamp on day one to mindset training, right? I'll share the same story with you here. There are four people. Every single person has a specific task, right? Four of them have parachutes, and each and every one of them has been instructed that you need to jump from this peak of the mountain and make a successful landing. So the first person who only has courage to do something, he goes to the peak of the mountain, right? And what he does exactly, without thinking anything, he just jumps from the mountain, and he was not able to make the successful landing. He was not aware about the instructions. He was just thinking about, I can do anything, that's it. So he was not the correct right person. Second, the person with overconfidence. He was the person who was not aware about the safety switch and everything, how to open the parachute and everything. But he was just excited, enthusiastic. He just went ahead and he just jumps up. What happens? Because of poor knowledge, half knowledge, partial knowledge, the landing was not successful, right? Or we can say the landing is not successful. Apart from that, there was third person, underconfident. He was the victim of inferiority complex, and because of that thing, he did not take action to jump. Most of the people who are there with some knowledge with them, but they are victim of inferiority complex. They are not able to perform better, and they are not able to take action, right? So underconfidence and inferiority complex, these two things are very bad in life, right? You need to get rid of that particular thing. You need to understand that you need to switch yourself to the fourth person that I'm going to tell you. Fourth person is someone who designs his own framework, who understands the situation, and he believes he knows everything, and he cross checks all these things so that he has knowledge and he is confident about it. So he goes to the peak of the mountain, he checks the entire view, he feels amazing, he gets best wishes from all the people, and he jumps from the peak of the mountain and he makes successful landing, and he enjoys the process. That's where the confidence is. I want you to be the fourth person. Let me know in the comment box, where do you find yourself? Do you only have courage to do something? Do you have overconfidence? Do you have underconfidence, the inferiority complex? Or are you a confident person now? If you are my 4-week program students, you can definitely see yourself at level number 4, fourth person, right? And if you are still not in my 4-week course, I want you to understand the same thing to get clarity on the same kind of thing. And the thing is that make sure you download the application and join the 4-week English Grammar Mastery Challenge. The reason I'm telling you to go ahead with this thing is there is something that you need to understand, and that is nothing but we all need support to grow in our life. Believe it or not, but we need support, right? Whenever you are in the community of the like minded people, you understand that there is someone who is supporting you to improve yourself. And whenever you stay in the community of the like minded people, whenever you understand this thing, it becomes easier for you to get clarity on the same, and it becomes simplified that yes, we can easily improve ourselves, and it will be useful for us to go ahead and understand in the same kind of way. That's why being a person in the community, getting supported by multiple people, it is highly recommended and essential. And believe me, it really works in the same kind of way. That is the most important thing that you need to understand, right? So if you get clarity on the same kind of thing, that yes sir, we can definitely become a member of this forum community, please let us know. You can always find the details in this description of this live stream, and you can also download the application and apply the coupon code which is already available for you. If it is not there, you can just drop a message in the chat section of the application, and you will be supported for the same kind of thing. Make sure that you become the member of this amazing community and join this amazing 4-week English Grammar Mastery Challenge. Do check out the free videos which are already available for you. I don't want you to pay me forcefully. I want you to pay for your seriousness and commitment, I want to say. The moment you feel committed, the moment you feel serious and you get the perfect training framework, believe me, you start getting results in your life, right? That is what the most important thing. Do check out the application. And the most important thing is make sure you like, share, and just subscribe the YouTube channel that we have here. and share this with so many people, those you have in your life, your friends and family members, those who are facing challenges like I have discussed in today's session. The most important thing is, let's target to give the like to this particular video to 100 plus. I want you to hit the like button right away and give me lots of energy to go ahead with the same thing, right? Whenever you start your journey in this kind of way, it becomes a wonderful moment for you, that yes, you can definitely share this with lots of people. I know you will do it for sure. Make sure that you hit the like button and take care of yourself and your family. I will see you once again in the next YouTube live session with amazing topic to give you more clarity to enhance yourself from your existing level to the next level. By that time, don't forget to keep learning and keep growing. Have a great time ahead, guys. Bye bye.